Cross cutting to the bucket. Look at Pons with a left-hand rejection.
Someone say da-da-da, da-da-da.
Pons in transition, buries the three. He's doing it all for the Vols. Bowden open again. He wants a second in a row. He gets it. Jordan Bowden from long range, and Tennessee has scored 8 unanswered. Turner lobs it forward looking for James, but there's Batts to take it right back. Batts to the rim. What an effort with the body control to scoop it up with the right hand. Turner elects not to shoot, but he throws the lob to Fulkerson, who punches it home. With three-time All-SEC performer Vincent Yarborough, Michael Wottreng here inside of Thompson-Boling Arena. Tennessee's coming off of a program record for wins and a Sweet 16 appearance from a year ago, but they lost a lot from last season. 3 NBA picks and a solid everyday player in Kyle Alexander.
Absolutely. Losing over 70% of the offense and over 50% of the defensive rebounding.
Vols have scored 6 unanswered. It's 11-5 here, about 5 minutes into the game.
Look at that defense. Now that's getting after it. That's flat getting after it right there for the Volunteers. Rick Barnes has got to love that because they didn't have that the other night against Cincinnati.
Tennessee fell from 5th to 13th in the country in terms of scoring defense after that game against Cincinnati. A loss. First time this year they'd allowed 70 points. Barnes said that he didn't feel like they were emotionally into it. Well, they are here. Very good defense and a shot clock violation. How about Tennessee's start to this basketball game? They have 5 steals, and they just forced a shot clock violation. Great effort so far.
Yeah, Rick Barnes has got to be excited about that. You know, he talked about that yesterday. You know, we practice on going downhill on screens, getting the ball inside out, but they've got to hang their hat on being a tough-nosed, defensive-minded basketball team.
One of the best in the country so far this season. Tennessee will set up its offense, ahead by 6. Bowden wants a three-pointer. That one's off right-hand side. Jacksonville State's offense, 2 of 4 from the field, but they have 5 turnovers. There's Cross, his first touch of the ball game. Now Hudson, 19 the other night, and we get a little nickel-dimer foul. Turner couldn't quite twist Hudson. Well, you look at Jacksonville State and you think, it's a mid-major program. Well, they have 2 high-major players in Hudson and Harden, Clemson and Xavier transfers that have played at very high levels.
Yeah, you know, that speaks volumes to Coach Harper that you get, you know, transfers to come in from those elite programs to come in and buy into your system and play at this level. So, you know, guys, let's face it, you know, basketball is basketball no matter where you play. Big time, you know, little schools, basketball's basketball, and kids just want to get out and play.
Left-hand hook shots off from Zelenak. And the rebound to Tennessee. Vols ahead by 6 minutes in. Turner bobbles it. He's open on the baseline, instead passes on it. Wide open look from the left-hand, triggers too strong. Off of Jalen Johnson's hands. You know, Jalen Johnson, you're just waiting for him to have that moment to where he has the explosion in terms of scoring. Because you see it, if you come to Vols practices, you see it every day that he can score the basketball. Well, Monte Turner has just picked up his 2nd personal foul, so they're going to need a guy like Johnson to step up now. So Turner with 2 personal fouls, and that happens in the first 6+ minutes of the game. Yeah, you know, same thing happened against Cincinnati the other night. Monte picks up 2 early fouls, has to go to the bench. Now, it's a question of whether or not Rick Barnes trusts him enough for him to bring him back in, you know, at some point in this first half. Derek St. Hilaire, junior guard at the free throw line. He shoots it at 80%, but misses that one. As a team, 303rd in the country in free throw percentage. They've lost 5 games this year by single digits. You know, free throws have been a big part. Free throws have been a big part, and it's a Jekyll and Hyde type situation with them. You know, again, we talked about the fact that they average 90 points a game at home. They average 60 points on the road. They beat up on an Evansville team, shellacked them. Yep. With Evansville, went to Rupp Arena and beat Kentucky at Rupp Arena. So, you know, which team is going to show up for Coach Harper? Beat the Purple Aces 85-59 on Monday night. So you know that this Jacksonville State team has talent. 3 straight 21 years. Fulkerson underneath. Little spinning left-hand shot. He drops that one, and that's a good-looking post move. They need more of that. It really is. You know, Coach Barnes was really adamant yesterday about the fact that he needs to get the ball with a purpose. You don't need all the fancy moves. You don't need the up and unders and all that. Just get it up and let your game do the talking. Good pass underneath. That's a great move from Henry, flicking it off to Cross for a two-hand layup. That ends an 8-1 scoring spurt for Tennessee. James is open. That one's short. Didn't look like he had enough arc on that one. A little flat.
No, a little flat. And again, you know, they're not shooting the ball particularly well from the three-point line today. And you know, talking to Coach Barnes, he doesn't know why right now just yet.
Cross underneath. We talked about him at the outset, but misses the layup. Tennessee is 7 of its last 44 from three-point range. They have not been efficient outside over the last 2+ games.
Yeah, last 2-point games, you know, their last 2 games they're shooting 17%.
Kamwa underneath, he misses that one. Tried to force it, maybe not fully under control. Well, JSU's within 5. 3 of 8 from the floor. It looks like they've weathered the storm here a little bit. Hudson trying to dump it underneath for Cross. No touch from Tennessee, out of bounds, and the Vols will force their 6th turnover of the game.
Gamecocks really just need to settle down. I mean, 6 turnovers in a little over, you know, 7+ minutes. They just need to settle down, run some offense through their go-to guys, get some good looks at the basket, get something going to the basket.
It's a team that averages just 14 turnovers per game, so they're typically stingy with a basketball. Tennessee setting up its offense ahead by 5. Fulkerson again, great post position, tried to fling it up there and missed short. Well, the Vols starting to go a little icy here from the field after a hot start.
That was a good look by Fulkerson. Good pass, you know, just got to be able to convert those.
The depth of JSU showing. Cam Jones is on the floor running the point guard spot now for the team in red. That's a deep three-pointer from Ware. He missed it too strong. He averages 11 per game, but misses that one. Fulkerson spinning in the lane. That's a nice move. Tried to dump it off for Pons. It's deflected and taken away.
Yeah, you know, you really can't have that. If you're going to be that deep, especially in the restricted arc circle there, you've got to go ahead and shoot that up.
JSU hanging around, down by 5. Deep look at a 3 from St. Hilaire. That misses short, and the rebound pokes out of bounds off of Robe to bring us to a pause and play. Scoring droughts for both sides. Over 2 minutes, but the Vols are ahead 13-8.